Cooperative since 9 years. 9 years now. I've been a member since nine.
Fantastic. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mercy Ogbonaya Ochi. Been a member since last year.
Good morning. My name is Gloria Ogarako. I'm a member of Surujet for 13 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Buluat Felede. I'm from Sule region. I've been a member of the cooperative for 2 months.
My name is Tafalo Ede, from Sule region. I was the pioneer president of the society.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shola Oloyede from Surulere region. Been a member for almost.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Udo from Shomolu Mission. I joined this Surujet 2015.
You don't remember the month?
We'll do the calculation ourselves.
Maybe she'll give us the month.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ngozi C. Onyemanzi. I've been from Shomolu Mushi region. I've been in the society for 12 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abiolo Guyombo. I'm from Ikeja, Ketu. About to.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Fumi Adesonya. I joined the Surujet April last year. I'm from Ikeja region.
Good morning. My name is Olabin Pezakios from Ikeja, Ketu region. I joined last year, July, so I think 9 months now.
Welcome.
So we're about to give birth to you, 9 months.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Alida Shapolosho from Ojoji region, and I've been a member for about 4 years.
9 months now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josephine Shakulosho from Ojodu Isheri Mowi region. I've been a member for 13 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Kinwande. I've been a cooperator for 6 years from Ikeja, Ketu region.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lola Mungiasede, Ikeja region, about to.
At some point, we also have those in the diaspora or those that are joining us virtually. So at some point, we also get them to introduce themselves and give us all the vital information we need. But for now, we'll move on to this table and get them to introduce themselves. Thank you.
Good morning, cooperators. My name is Frank Obere from Sule region. I've been with the cooperators for close to 2 years now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Scholastica Obere. I've been here for about 1.5 years. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tessie Chinukwe from Sule region. I joined the society last year. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll move on to the next table.
Good morning. My name is Ifeanyi Orefoa from Sule region. I joined last year.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Temitope Eniola. I've been a member since last year.
Good morning, all. My name is Felicia Bakare. I've been a member since 5 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. So I come over to the table.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Susan Edokun. I'm from Songwater. I've been a member for the past 5 years.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Ejeme Ongara. I'm from OIM region. Ojodu Isheri Mowe. So OIM in short, in case you are struggling with the name. Okay. I'm just 5 months old.
So you're still in the womb.
My name is Simagbe Benomba. I think I'm 10 years old in the cooperative. I'm from the Ikorodu region. I'm also representing my son, who is about a year old in the cooperative. Redia Benomba. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kodeto Nwora from Ikeja region. I've been a member for about 7 years now. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yvonne Abatan, and I've been a member for over a year now. I'm in Ikeja region.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. My name is Sylvester Jason. I've been a member for the past 5 years, and I come from Ojodu, Isheri, Mowe region.
Thank you very much, sir. So swiftly, yes.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Josephine Olomoyoyo, Ikeja region, 4 months old.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Obudu Roots Annie. I'm from Ikeja region. I just joined in the beginning of the year.
Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Dele Chinedu from OIM, Ojodu Isheri Mowe region. I can't tell you how long I've been a member of this awesome association.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Johnson Lewis from Ikeja region. I'm a year old in this organization.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olamide Oyenuko from Shomolu Mushin region. I've been in Surujet for about 4 years now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olusheyi Oyenukon. I'm from Shomolu Mushin. I've been a member for about 10 years now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Okioma from Shomolu Machine, a member for about 4 years as well. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tina Ime, a member from Shomolu Machine region. I joined about 6 years ago. Yes. Sorry. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Tidowa Adewomin. I'm from Ikeja region. I joined this Surujet about 6 years ago.
Thank you
Okay,
very
thank you.
much. Over to this table.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bessie Dada, Ikeja region. I joined about 6 months ago.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Chikuma, and I joined the cooperative about 5 months ago, and I'm from Ojodu Isheri Mowe region.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Laja Enison. I'm from Surulere region. I joined about 5 years ago.
My name is Patrick Orere from Ogbagege region. This is my 2nd year.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abby Johnson from Surulere. I've been a cooperator for 7 years now.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
A round of applause, please, for yourselves.
When someone mentioned, sorry, what's that, the acronym again? Somebody gave us, it sounded like another cooperative society. Should we be entertaining that, or should just go ahead and say Ikeja region so that you don't get the regulatory body confused? Are they here for 2 AGM or are they here for Surujet Cooperative AGM? Because it sounded like another cooperative society, IOM or EOM. You're all welcome, regardless of your region. We welcome you all, and thank you for coming. Like I said, we want to do this swiftly. We'll go straight to the next item on our agenda, and that will be taking the last minutes from the last AGM. We'll swiftly go to the high table and get, okay, he's coming down. Okay, so we also have those who are online. So while we get the gentleman to come on stage, we'll see if we can get some of them online to introduce themselves. For those who are, just a second, please. Okay, so we'll get them to unmute themselves one after the other so that they can introduce themselves in the same format that we did physically. So we'll get them to. Okay, so let's get the first person who is willing to do this. Please unmute yourself and then introduce yourself. Sorry.
Good morning, everybody. This is Sabina Odwara. I'm speaking from University of Sussex. That's where I am right now. And it's good to be in Surujet. I've been 10 years in Surujet.
Okay, thank you.
2014.
Kindly mute yourself and let's go to the next person. Can we have Mr. Adewumi, please go ahead. Mr. Adewumi, can you unmute yourself and introduce your...
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here and it's good to be a member of Surujet. My name is Adewumi Falebita. I joined the Surujet last December, so I'm 3 months old as a Surujet. Thank you.
Welcome. Quickly, we'll go to the next person, Anolefo.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Karen.
I think we lost that network from that end, so we'll go to the next person quickly. Mr. Ayodele. Or let's not assume. Ayodele, please.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all coping well. My name is Tubore Apute. I'm from Ikorodu region. I've been a cooperator for the past 5 years now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ayodele, are you ready for us? Okay, let's move on to the next. Deborah, I guess. Deborah, could you please unmute and introduce yourself and where you're joining us from? Okay, we move on to Edward, please. Let's move on to Edward.
Good morning. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I'm sorry, I'm in transit. I'm coming over there. My name is Edward Enyang, and I've been a Surujet member for the past 5 months.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We move on to, okay, is the case here. Francis Okogu, I guess that's Dr. Francis Okogu. Please, can we ask him to unmute himself and introduce and where he's joining us from?
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here in this meeting. My name is Francis Okogu, and I'm from Shomolu Mushi region. I've been in Surujet for the past approximately 10 years. I also want to use the opportunity to introduce my wife as well, Ms. Juliet Okogu. She too has been in Surujet for 10 years and she's also from Shomolu Mushi region. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very
Hello,
much.
good afternoon now.
Yes, Deborah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. Deborah Okonkwo. I'm happy to be a member of Surujet. I'm Waneka Onyekwere's mother. God bless you all.
Thank you, the mother. Okay, we just move on quickly. I guess we're done with almost everybody on the.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, this is Mrs. Oladipo Modupeola from Abule Ogbota region. I've been with Surujet for 14 years now.
Okay, thank you very much. Nice having you join us.
Okay, I don't know if I was heard. I think I got frozen while I was speaking.
Yes, sorry, it's the network.
Okay, so
Go ahead,
this is Karen Anolefo from Ikeja region. I've been a member for over 15 years.
Wow. Nice having you join us. Okay, we have some chats here. Okay, this is from Onyekwere, and it says, "Good morning, everyone. I'm Uwameka Onyekwere. I can't say how long I've been a member. Thank you. Okay, I believe you're a long time member. Good morning. My name is Juliet Okogo. I'm from Shomolu Mushu region. Okay, I guess we've taken that 10 years. Thank you. Do you have any other message? Okay, I'll hand over quickly to my co-MC, Mrs. Ikumi.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for joining online. We appreciate that. At this point in time, we have the honor of having in our midst the representative of the Director of Cooperatives, Mrs. Abiodun. Please let's give her a round of applause. Thank you very much. So we'll move swiftly right now to the next item in the agenda. The General Secretary, please.
Minutes of 2022 Annual General Meeting. The meeting started at 11:25 a.m. with an opening prayer by Mr. Anolefo, after which the national anthem was recited. The executives were introduced and invited to the high table by the MCs of the day, the duos of Eyo, Oyo, and Codet Honora. Minutes of meeting. The Assistant General Secretary, Mr. Emmanuel Chukuma, read the 11th AGM minutes, followed by the induction of intending members. The new inductees include Fumi Laya Adesanya, Mwauban Yezenwa, Ibrahim Sunday, Bolaji Osoye, Alaba Arikeogi, Ebere Orewere, Adenike Ake, Folashede Kamsin, Ademola Kamsin, Femi Akombi, Yemisi Adebayo, Femi Ake. They were all inducted through taking the cooperative oaths, after which they were officially welcomed. Matters arising. Eyo corrected the acronym USP to UCP. Femi Ake noted that the closing prayer time was not captured. It was 3:30 p.m. Emeka urged us to always capture who raised emotion. The issues about Shomolu Mushi disciples joining Surujet mentioned by Dr. Mrs. Odisha was not well captured. Adeniji Adotereshe moved for the adoption of the minutes of the meeting and seconded by Felicia Ume. President's report. The report of the president was read by the Vice President, Ms. Aderonke Adebule. Key points in the report were: 1, admission of members through interviews before induction. It's now the new process for admission. Emergency loans have been working smoothly. We have started paying Federal Mortgage Bank funding for housing. We have paid 5 million to an agent in the Ministry of Lands at Alausa, Mr. Ayeni, to help us process the certificate of occupancy of our land in Ibejuleki. The process for our agricultural land from Lagos State is ongoing. He, however, said the year was very productive. The Supervisory Committee Chairman, Mr. Emeka Nolefo, agreed the committee has exercised its statutory functions and that the work of the Management Committee is commendable in totality. Treasurer's report. Ray Ogbonna said we should investigate the Fidelity account and fix it as soon as possible. Secretariat report. The General Secretary report was read by the Assistant, Mr. Emmanuel Chukuma. Nwaneka Onyekwere commented on a report saying, since any disciple can join from anywhere in the world, they should also be able to vote online too. The comment on voting was considered by the regulatory authorities and approved voting from online for people who were outside the country, and they had to vote physically for those who were in Nigeria. On the account with Fidelity Bank, Ebere Orewe asked how long the Fidelity account has been dormant, and the president explained situations behind the account, which was more of change in signatories, issues due to change in ESCOs. Adeyemi Adeleke moved for the abduction of the accounts, seconded by Eniola Ezekiel. Mrs. Bukola Dines, one of the area officers, used the medium to speak to the newly inducted members that they couldn't be involved in voting. The voting system was an open ballot system. The chairman of the electoral team was Goodluck Ikumi, and they did an excellent job in conducting the elections. Winners were announced at the end of the voting. The old ESCOs were dissolved, and the newly elected members took over the management of Surujet Cooperative Society. The newly elected management committee members were Joy Agbadu, President, Adela Adesanya, Vice President, Chukwuma Emmanuel, General Secretary, Olanike Ako, Assistant Secretary, Eniola Ezekiel, Treasurer, Adedayo Orefua, Financial Secretary. Supervisory Committee were Omwero Onoreja, Abu Musa, and Ray Obonna. At the swearing in of the new ESCO, the newly elected president, Mrs. Joy Agbadu, thanked everyone who voted for her and the new ESCOs. She urged them to cooperate with the new management to take the cooperative to a higher level. The meeting ended by 3:30 p.m. and the closing prayer was done by Mr. Tony Okonkwo. Thank you very much.
Okay, so do we have any comments, matters arising, amendments before we adopt it? We'll give a minute. I think it was shared on the platform, right? Yes, prior to today. So we don't need to take a long time because we all had time to peruse it. So if you can give any comments, if there are any errors, we'll give a minute.
Okay, a couple of comments, please. There are a number of typos on the minutes. I think that should be looked into and corrected. The first page, the closing prayer, not closing me. And I think also the way the minute was recorded, it wasn't in sequence with the order of events. I'd like to draw your attention to before you have the newly elected management committee, the old ESCO was dissolved before the election. So, but the way it's reported here, it's as if the election took place and thereafter the old ESCO was dissolved. So the old ESCO, so I think the sequence of reporting should also be amended. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's noted. Any further comments? Additions, subtractions? Okay, silence is always golden. So thanks a lot for the comments. That's noted. Who would like to go for the adoption of the minutes? And then we'll need someone else to second that motion. Okay, so Mr. Oloyede, and then for gender balance, if you can have a female.
Sabina Odoran.
Thank you.
Okay, before I move the motion for adoption, we agree that this is the newly elected management committee members. But on this list, the ex-official member was not captured. I don't know why that is reported in this manner. Because the cooperative needs to know, the members needs to know, even the supervisory body needs to know that there's an ex-official member which is not reflected on this list. Please, let's take note of that. It's important. So with that, I'd like to move the motion for the adoption of these minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Your name, please, for records.
Tafa Loide from Sule region.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hi, Mrs. Tomi. I seconded the motion.
Please, can you repeat that and be more vocal? Thank you.
Adeomi, I seconded the motion from Ikeja.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We'll move swiftly now to Madam President to give her address. Thank you.
So while she's coming down to give her, we have some messages that came in online. You want to give us the message or just go straight to?
Is the message on the minutes?
No, just to quickly introduce some.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we have Oluagbenro from, and it says from Sulere, Ojo Williams, Oluagbenro. I have been a member about 4 years now. Ngozi Ogboli. Good morning, my name is Ngozi. I have been a member for more than 15 years. Ayobami Ogundipe Otalo. They will crucify me if I don't pronounce this well. I'm Ayobami Otalo, a new member. And we have Omotola. Sorry, I didn't see the next. Good morning, everyone. My name is Omotola Esther Koroma, joining from Freetown, Sierra Leone. I've been a member of Surujet for 5 years. Ayodele Oladipo. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ayodele Oladipo. I've been a member of this Grace Cooperative Society for over a year now. God bless you. I am Ojo Williams from Sule region. I've been a member since December. I guess that's what it's trying to say. And then that's all. Okay, so we'll go straight. Sorry,
Okay, so that'll be the closure for any more introductions. We're done with that for today. Thank you, Humphrey. Thank you so much, though. Please can we put our hands together? They're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Before I proceed, we missed out matters arising from the minutes before it was adopted eventually. So we can, what we'll do is to take it over to any other business, which we'll address at the end before we run out today. So, to the matter at hand. First of all, I'd like to draw attention to a new greeting we have as cooperators. Although our old one, I've not adopted to it, but I want us to learn the new one as well, because it's important that we have our mantra and we know it as cooperators, the way we greet. The way we say good morning, good afternoon, it's good that we know that part of our membership as cooperators. So the new one I want us to know, I know I said it at our last AGM, is when the caller says "coo," you say cooperating. Coo. Yes. Next thing is, I will say "where." When I say "where," what will you say? I can hear some already answering. Some people know it already. When I say "where," what will you say? It's me that will say "where." The caller says "where." What will you respond? It's not only here. Oh. It's many one. Some of us know it. So the response is here, there, everywhere. What it simply means is that the cooperative is not just us. We say it's ICOC, it's not just ICOC. It is nationwide. It is worldwide. We even know a lot of us are in the diaspora, don't we? All these people, they came from Lagos state government. So it's everywhere. So let's do it together. Cool. Where? I need conviction, please. Come on, guys. Go. Yeah. Way to go. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for ourselves. And then the more common one, if you don't like cuckoo because you feel like you're sounding like a cock, you don't want to say cuckoo. Something we must always say is that when you hear cooperative, you will say oneness with conviction. Cooperative.
Oneness.
Say that as cooperators. If you want to talk, you want to address cooperators wherever they are, not just here as Christians, as our faith base, but when you go anywhere where there are cooperators, you can see that people that came from outside, they did that because that is the mantra. Okay, so let's do it once again. Cooperative. Yes, now you're there. So I would like to say welcome to everyone for coming here today. We were so punctual. I am so proud of us. A lot of us were latecomers, perpetual latecomers. But a lot of us were here, and I'm really proud of that. And I thank you so much for making that happen. The hall is beautiful, as you can see. The ambience is, I'm sure some of us don't want to go home. And those that were early, we were well refreshed. No heat, no sweat. You're drinking water, you're chopping small chops. That's the way life should be. Okay, so let me go straight to my speech. Okay, distinguished seniors, past presidents that have introduced themselves earlier on, fellow disciples of Jesus, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to heartily welcome everyone to the 12th AGM of the Surujet Cooperative Multipurpose Society. Wow, another 365 days of unimaginable pooling of funds, interest accumulation, and wealth creation has just flown by before our very eyes. Now it is time to sit down, take stock, and reflect on our performance. Given the turbulence in Nigeria's society, the upsurge in brain drain, that means Japa actually, and indeed relocation of our populace, as well as the uncertainties in the global finance market, for our cooperative, the year ended on a positive note, with an even higher expectation for growth in subsequent years. During the year, our strategy was to increase our membership base, encourage membership to obtain the usual and emergency loan facilities, while we engaged tirelessly in debt recovery. We also banked in our existing investments with ICUACN, that's International Church of Christ Nigeria, which thankfully has been beautifully serviced as at when due, alongside the portion being individually serviced by the Shomolu-Mushin region. I would like us to take a moment to applaud their commitment to this cause. Please, let's do that. Thank you. It's easy to take loan, but it's difficult to pay. But they have been paying dutifully, and I'm really glad for that. I am aware that the property we invested in is being developed at a steady pace, and we are glad Surujet could be a part of that success story. In view of the foregoing, the cooperative's portfolio of investable funds grew higher than previous periods. In the loan category, members were very active at assessing the portion of the portfolio earmarked for issuance to cooperators. Thus, on the average, and at different points in time, 60 to 65% were availed borrowers at average rates of 10.58% inclusive of interest. During the year, membership strength increased from 132 in 2022 to 204 as of December 2023. Please, let's give ourselves a round of applause. This consequently led to a corresponding increase in size of contribution by 83.35%, occasioned by acceptance of new members, an increase in monthly contribution by many old members. Our operational account balance increased from 23 million to 46 million. That is a 100% increment. As a result of the foregoing, our total assets increased from 116 million in 2022 to 197 million in 2023. Consequent upon the resolution of the members reached as at AGM of April 29, 2022, where the election held, total amount allocated for dividend as at 31st December 2022, which was 3.1 million, was distributed, and below, I believe everybody got their dividend by now, to members as registered at the 31st December 32. Everybody that was registered got that dividend. Today, we will take that bar higher, as the allocation for dividend is 7.5 million. In summary, 2023 performance was stellar in all ramifications, and we intend to continue in this direction in the foreseeable future, God helping us. As earlier mentioned, our relationship with ICOCN via our investment in the Shomolu Mushin property is yielding its returns, and we continue to do so for the next 4 years to end in August of 2027. Another collaboration in the works for which the MOU has been signed is the relationship with BPM. All documentations have been concluded. Implementation shall commence once the funds anticipated from BPM is in Surujet's position. In the coming months, we shall introduce the opportunity for networking for women in cooperative. The details are being fine-tuned as we speak. This promises to be a rewarding relationship for the female folk amongst us. Now, for the challenges, our asset base is currently being driven mainly by members' contribution. We need to improve on this and diversify into areas that will aggressively offer high yield and returns. Likewise, the cooperative investment option is currently limited to ICOCN Shomolu Mushin property. There is need to diversify our investment outlets, and we will do so. The cooperative currently lacks an administrative office where cooperative documents and records can be kept. The office will also be required to handle issues such as loans to members and follow up on real estate opportunities. Talking of which, the resolution of the bottleneck encountered as concerns our purchase property at Elero Engbe is still underway with the vendors, IMATs. Lastly, the automation of our process hit a brick wall based on the lengthy requirement by CBN for a payment app, which will be the final touch to our automation process. So hopefully, this thing we've been talking about for years will become a reality soon. Returns from sales of shares. In the next few weeks, we shall call for a virtual AGM, hopefully within the next 1 month, and finalize on a project which we can embark on based on the returns from the sales of shares, which was brought to a close in January of this year. Whilst we had aimed to raise 100 million naira, we achieved 17.5 million naira. Please, let's clap for ourselves. Times are really hard. So yes, our goal was 100 million, but to get 17.5 million this day and time is not easy. So applaud us. This is quite commendable. We shall put our heads together, brainstorm, and agree on a low-risk, high-yield business, which we can embark on to further strengthen our financial base. For the future, we aim at sustaining drive at increasing key and helpful. We aim at sustained fund recovery drive to ensure recovery of all debts, especially from our members who relocated abroad in the face of economic travels. The repayment response really has been improved in recent times though, but we'll stay at it. We're not going to sit on our hours. We will increase our investment horizons to business opportunities available within the context of the Nigerian economy. We will explore available investment opportunities in the real estate sector to boost asset base and improve earning power of our cooperative. We will intensify efforts at obtaining office or desk space from the cooperative management for the purpose of having a physical presence where members can conveniently do cooperative business without hindrances. Concerted efforts have been made to conclude on our cooperative app to aid in the effective management of our cooperative business and support the web hosting plan of our cooperative. Subject to members' approval, the sum of 7.5 million, as earlier mentioned, being the amount statutorily allowed for distribution after 2023 appropriation, shall be paid out to members on register as at 31st December last year. In conclusion, our given objective of wealth creation through pooling of investable funds shall be pursued vigorously. We will endeavor to make our cooperative more relevant and competitive in return, and ultimately grow a population of economically empowered disciples. 2024 and beyond will be a promise kept. We will constantly be making profits and by extension, adding value to your assets. We thank you for permitting me and my team to serve you. At the first year of my term as president comes to an end, and I look forward to the start of my second term, I'd like to thank the management committee for their hard work, cooperation, and dedication. Please, can we give them a round of applause? This is the best team you can ever work with. I have a strong feeling that the year ahead will present some challenging economic conditions for members, and I can assure you that we will stand ready to provide whatever assistance we can to all businesses and individuals alike. Cooperative, 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 where?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Madam President. Another round of applause, please, for her. Thank you. I think one of the things that is making me smile today is the fact that I'm here and there's AC. I'm in this hall. I mean, this is the first time in 14, 15 years that we are having our AGM in this kind of location. That speaks to a lot of progress. So well done, team. Well done. Well done. I actually didn't put on any makeup this morning. I just put on lipstick. The reason why was because I didn't know if I'll be sweating and dripping. If I had known, I would have put on enough pancake this morning, honest. Thank you very much. At this time, we'll hand over swiftly to Emmanuel Chikuma, the General Secretary. Thank you.
Coop. Where? Yeah, there, everywhere. Thank you very much. We are learning it gradually. So the report of the General Secretary of Surujet Cooperative Multiple Society Limited, Mr. Emmanuel Chukuma, at the 2023 AGM on the 30th of March, 2024. The General Assembly, Surujet Cooperative Multiple Society Limited, our guests from the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, the President and ESCOs on the high table, cooperators, ladies and gentlemen. I want to use this medium to welcome you all to the 12th Annual General Meeting of this noble society. Secretariat reports. The year 2023 was a great year that saw a new management committee that is saddled with the mindset of growth and development for the cooperative. We had online meetings at various times of the year and emergency meetings when the need arose. Membership. The growth of the society in terms of membership has never been better than 2023, with our new management repositioning our process of admission. With the chairman of the committee being the secretary of the cooperative, we designed a different approach to accepting members, which is quite easy and fast, making it seamless. We admitted every month throughout the year, and that helped us to have the growth of over 100 additional members in 1 year, and with a goal of doing more in 2024. Trainings. In the year in review 2023, the management availed themselves of key strategic business trainings to enhance the running of the cooperative. Suffice us to know that amidst the number and growth of the society, we have not employed the staff to help in the running of the secretariats. We promise you that by the next AGM, God being with us, we will surpass our goals and aspirations set for the secretariats. In conclusion, I believe that 2022 was very productive as different cooperators availed themselves of business loans to enhance their well-being. Let's take time out to relax and enjoy ourselves. Cooperative, oneness, cooperative, power, cooperative. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for him, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. At this time, it's item 7, but item 7 is not food, but it's another type of food because money is food. It translates into food. So we're going to be talking about our money. Report by the treasurer, Ezekiel Eniola, the gentleman that we disturb when we need money, alongside Dio Orefua. Did I pronounce that right? Thanks for all your good work. So they'll be giving a report on the preceding year operations of the society to provide members with the financial account of the society for the year ending 2023. And I love you, Agbada.
Thank you so much, Doye. Thank you so much, cooperators. I will stand on the existing protocol. Let me go to the cuckoo thing. All right, cuckoo. Where? Cooperative. All right, so let me go to my report. All right, so good morning, everyone, and you're welcome today. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. A pleasant afternoon to you all. I am pleased to present to you at this time the financial report of the Surujet Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited for the year ended December 30th, 2023. The account has been scrutinized, verified, and approved by the regulatory body of the cooperatives. That is the Ministry of Commerce, Industry, and Cooperative, duly represented here today, and it has been given a clean bill of health. Bank account. As at the start of the financial year 2023, the cooperative started with 2 functional accounts and 1 dormant one. The 2 functional operational accounts are in the First Bank of Nigeria, while the 3rd is in the Fidelity Bank. And in the course of the year, precisely October 2023, the dormant account in the Fidelity Bank was reactivated with a strong intentional effort, both from the past and the present ESCOs. I want to appreciate the old ESCOs, for helping us when we call them for the, please, let's put our hands together for them, please. The online banking, our online banking, which has been spoken about for a while now, was bettered in this financial year, 2023. In other words, we now deal with transactions even from the comfort of our homes, making loans and other facilities faster and easier to grant. Kudos to our current ESCOs. Please, let's clap for them as well. Balance sheet. The cooperative experienced a sharp increase in cooperative savings from 23 million in 2022 to 46 million in 2023. A whopping 100% increase, which stands as our operational First Bank account balance as of December 34, 2023. Our Fidelity Bank balance remained constant at 228,866 naira 00 kobo. The account is presently activated and the signatory anomalies regularized. We now have access to the funds and may be consolidating with our operational account to ensure co-location of our funds. However, we shall endeavor to keep the account active by utilizing it for other transactions in the course of the year. We shall keep you duly informed. Our current account balance increased from 688,000 in 2022 to 8.9 million in 2023. Thanks to the returns from our share sales drive, the fund which shall be put to use for investment purpose in the next few weeks. Once it's agreed upon by cooperators, our loan portfolio increased from 55 million in 2022 to 121 million in 2023. Please, let's put our hands together for ourselves, please. This indicative that our cooperators are maximizing the window of loan opportunities for cooperators, but also serve to keep us on our toes. To avert income leakage and consistent debt recovery drive. Great. So our expenditure for 2023 stood at 1.1 million compared to the value of the last year, which is 839,626 naira.
This increase is informed by the general inflation, which we all feel a pinch of. That notwithstanding, our surplus grew from 6.3 million in 2022 to 15.1 million. Please, let's put our hands together for the ESCO member, the management committee, from 6.3 to 15.1 million. Is a great and a sharp increase. Our mandate is to ensure our surplus remains on the increase as the year goes by. May I seize the opportunity to remind us that it is a key to service every facility obtained as this, while ultimately adding to our bottom line. Also ensure that there is always sufficient fund in our coffers for any cooperators in need of same. This act of cooperation is the founding principle upon which cooperative thrive. May I also remind us it is essential that we critically engage any cooperator seeking our service by the way of guaranteeing loans. This is coming in the wake of some of our members having their accounts debited for loans of members whom they guaranteed and whose facilities had gone way past due obligation. In conclusion, while economic conditions may remain Herculean as usual, I'm confident that our noble cooperative will continue to be in overall surplus in 2024 as we begin to roll out the new strategies, which will duly unfold as time permits. I also want to add that from what I read, there are some cooperators that I have actually called and I've informed them that they will be debited because some cooperators approach them that they should guarantee them for their loan or their facility, which they did, and some cooperators were not servicing their loan as it went due. And even if they are servicing it, maybe as it's not as expected. And so if you don't return your money when you're supposed to return it, then the other person may not be able to have facility to their loan when they want to, access to their loan when they want to collect it. So I want to encourage us, if anybody approach you to guarantee a loan for him, for the person, please do the due diligence before it comes to us. Because whatever happens, we will debit you, sorry. We will call you first, we will encourage you, and they will debit you for that. I want to say that indeed, cooperators have returned, have been awesome this year 2023. We've had a lot of ups and downs. You know, my office is the office where we have to frown and we have to smile because it has to do with money. Because if I don't do that, my president may have my head for it. So I appreciate, in fact, she's one of the best to work with in this management. Please, let's put our hands together for the president, Mrs. Joy Agbadu. We fight a lot to agree. Thank you so much. God bless you. Cooperative. Cooperative. Cooperative.
Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Daniel. Thank you. While the president was giving us our own new mantra, it sounded too bottaish. It sounded too sophisticated. But when Mr. Chukuma was going to give his own, it sounded like it was coming from Mushi. Joy's own was cool, cool, cool. You are not responding. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. But Mr. Chukuma's own, I guess they've not served him water. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Where? There. Now fight. You know, we're just getting used to it. So in order not, maybe we'll just do the one that we're familiar with. Cooperators. You know, we used to belong to the same region, myself and Joy. So that's why we could speak the same way. I'm not sure I was in the same region with Mr. Chukuma. Well, okay, we're in the same region. Why you can't follow her now? the President, Mrs. Joy Agbado, Vice President, Mr. Adeola Ade Sonia, General Secretary, the same Mr. Emmanuel Chukuma. Sorry, I have to say that. Assistant General Secretary, Mrs. Ako, Treasurer, Mr. Ezekiel, our Financial Secretary, Mr. Orefua, and ex-official, Mr. Kuku. Just want to acknowledge the members on the High Table Management Committee. Let's put our hands together with all the wonderful, wonderful reports we've been hearing, we've been getting. They've been giving us good job. They've been putting all the efforts, and we appreciate that. At this point in time, we'll go straight to reports from the Supervisory Committee, and the representative is here to give that report. I want to invite Mr. Ray Ogbonna to speak on behalf of the Supervisory Committee. Mr. Ray Ogbonna, over to you. Let's put our hands together for him.
Good afternoon. I think I will stand on the existing protocol, but I will not miss the cuckoo of a thing. Cuckoo. Wow. Cuckoo. Where? Wow, that's awesome. My name is Ray Ogbonna, Shomolu Mishi region, for those who don't know me. I'm a member of the Supervisory Committee. We are 3 members. I'm speaking on behalf of Honorode Omero and Barrister Abu Musa. This is the report. Report of Supervisory Committee for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. To the members of Surujet Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited. In accordance with the provision of the bylaws of the society, section 14.1, that stipulates the duties of the Supervisory Committee. The members of Supervisory Committee report as follows. 1, we have exercised our statutory function under Surujet Cooperative Society Law 2022 and acknowledge the cooperation of Management Committee and cooperators in the conduct of these responsibilities. We are of the opinion that the accounting and reporting policies of the cooperative society are in accordance with the legal requirements and agreed ethical practices, and that the scope of Supervisory Committee for the year ended 2023 were satisfactory. We have deliberated with the cooperative supervisor, who has confirmed that necessary cooperation was received from the Management Committee in the course of the statutory audit, and we are satisfied with the Management Committee's response to the cooperative supervisor's recommendations and internal control. The Supervisory Committee has the option of stating their opinion if they have contrary opinion. This is our report, signed by Honorado Omero and Barrister Abu Musa. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for him, please. At this point in time, we'll be taking questions and we'll be providing some answers. But please just give me a minute.
Okay, so thank you. Sorry for that break in transmission. We just want to get something clarified. So at this point, thank you, Mr. Ray. Thank you for giving us that your committee's reports. We'll go straight to question and answer. So we'll get the question and answer will be on all the reports that have been presented so far, and of course, matter arising. So permits me to go straight to that question and answer. If you have any question, if you have any answer, my co-MC, I want to give her the first floor. So note this, we're taking question and answer, and of course matters arising at this time. So please indicate by raising your hands, and then we'll pass on the mic to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The question is for Ezekiel Eniola. Thank you. So I might have missed it, but I'm just wondering, what's the outstanding loans that we have outside? What's the amount of, yes, maybe bad loans, or just how much do we have? If you could provide more context, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Please, okay. You want to introduce yourself and go ahead with your question.
I introduced myself online already. Good afternoon, everybody. Coco.
Cooperative.
Coco.
Cooperative.
Coco.
Cooperative.
This is somewhere in between Ikeja and Mushi. Okay, my question, I'm curious because when we speak about loans, I think that's where all the heads in my body stand up. I'm wondering if you guarantee somebody, that wants to take loan, and the person goes ahead and takes the loan, in a situation, where the person begins to default, and you want to look into the account of the guarantors, and you don't find money, what happens? I'm very curious about that. And then secondly, I wanted to ask what the plan B is, if there's any, when, someone wants to get a loan. For instance, you want to get a loan of 5 million naira and you are looking for guarantors and you don't find. Because it will definitely get to that point, if it hasn't gotten there already, where someone wants to get a loan and you go on a hunting, like serious hunting. Sometimes like you have to go with ammunition, to get people to guarantee you. What's the plan B? Like, can we begin to think outside the box? Like, can people, bring property or something, to guarantee themselves to be able to get loans? Because I'm thinking about it. If I want to get a loan, like, it's funny just seeing people going around like chasing rabbits in holes just to get guarantors. Thank you.
Okay, which is your question directed to, ma'am?
And the EXCOs in general.
Okay, EXCO, please take notes. Okay, question, please. Okay. Okay, thank you. You want to stay? Let me go.
Cooperative. My name is Femi Ake from Surujet. My question is, if a cooperative or cooperator have like 5 million in his account and he needed loan, must the person still look for guarantor or not? And the loan he needed is not up to the amount he has in his account.
Thank you. Okay, so we're taking notes of all the questions and we'll answer subsequently, but let's just take all the questions for now.
So we'll take 2 more questions and then we'll get answers, and then we'll go back to more questions so that whoever is responding doesn't forget some of the questions rather. Please go ahead, ma'am.
All right, thank you. My question is, if I have 5 million as an example, just as mentioned, and I need a loan of maybe 4 million, will it come to me as a loan? Rather, if I want to take 4 million out of that money that I have there, my savings, will it come to me as a loan, or will it be that I'm taking out of my money?
Thank you very much.
One more question.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. This is my first attendance to the annual general meeting of the cooperative Surujet. And I must say that I'm impressed about what I've seen so far, especially with the books. It's not easy in 12 months to grow membership to a 100% increase. It's very commendable. Not only that, but to even realize the operational balance increase from 23 to 46 million in 1 year is highly commendable. I'm encouraged and I'm excited to be part of this group. However, I have just a small question, because I know that even while the General Secretary was talking, or was it the treasurer that was saying that we're looking for an office space where operations can actually be effective and people can come in. And that tells me that chances are we don't have some physical assets. But in there, I'm seeing that we have a total asset increase from 116 million to 20 to 97. Is there a possibility that we can, some of the assets that we've gotten so far that has increased our asset base to this huge amount? Because I've checked the books, I cannot find any list of current or new assets for the year. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll just respond to some of those questions and we'll come back to take some more questions. He's talking about assets. I think he said from the book, he saw that we have assets, but while you're making your presentation, you talked about having an office. So does that mean, Mr. Abdeful, is that correct? Okay, so you want to recap your message?
Hello.
What up in the assets? Books that they are assets anywhere.
Okay, noted. So we'll go straight. I will start with Mr. Eniola. Mr. Eniola, do you want to start responding to some of the questions?
Okay, cooperative. All right, so like I said, uneasy lies the head that wear the crown, right? Okay, so this finance department is a very sensitive department. Yes, we are making sure that from the efforts of the president, even, yes, I am the financial head, but then we work together. We all work together. And as regards outstanding loan, I don't know who asked that question. Mrs. Ikumi, okay. We have some outstanding loan from, in diaspora, and we are, of course, we're working on them, and they are turning in gradually. Now, we also have outstanding loan from within, but the total outstanding loan that we have is 123,788,350 naira 87 kobo. So every corporator that has assets or facility that they are running or they're servicing, we always keep them informed every month. And we make every effort that they should return, or they should turn in what they're supposed to pay in, every month. So I don't know if that answers our question. Okay, so thank you. The second one is guarantor. Okay, if you guarantee someone and then we now get to your account, I'm trying to get the question, we get to your account, we can't find anything in your account again. All right, so how do we get there? It's how do we get to that position where you have guaranteed somebody and you have collected loan, and then the person you guarantee, the money guaranteed is not in your coffers again, and we can't get it. So we don't do that. So what we do is, if you guarantee somebody, you may not collect loan for some time. Yeah, because whatever you have guaranteed must be secured that it has been fixed before we can give you loan. So if you give you loan and you collect loan and you are owing us and we don't have anything in your own account, we can't have access to collect anything. And so that's why we are encouraging everybody that will be collecting loan, that will be guaranteed someone. If you want to guarantee somebody, try as much as you can to do due diligence, even before you come to my table. that this person is willing and will always be turning in the money as at when due. And also, you are not in need of loan anytime soon until that money is paid. So I don't know if that answers our question. That's the cooperator's question. All right. The top one. Okay, if you have, that's Mr. Ake, if you have 5 million and you want to collect maybe 4 million, will you still need a guarantor? Will you still, wherever it is, what you will not need a guarantor. It's called a self-guarantee loan. But then, this is not a bank, it's a cooperative. Because after all, you will collect dividend at the end of the financial year. So when we're giving you that loan, we are giving you that money, we're giving you as a loan. But it's a self-guarantee loan. You're not going anywhere for somebody to guarantee you or for somebody to spend for you or something. So it's a self-guarantee loan. Does that answer the question? Okay, there's a second part to that question. All right. Give it to her.
The second part of my question is,
okay. Can we use
assets,
assets,
are we
right?
looking at other options?
Okay.
Can we use assets
Okay.
as loan guarantee?
Okay, so we've had 1 or 2 corporators that have actually done that. C of O of your property is welcome. So we'll go there, we'll verify with our team and see that it is authentic, that is it is okay, and then we can be in custody of the papers. And so you will collect the loan. And so we're giving you the loan. Of course, if such a cooperator defaults, we know that we can sell off the property. We can sell off the property, give you back your change, and collect our money. Well, but it will not get to that. But we'll be in custody of the papers. But I appreciate that. Some corporators have also actually tap into that opportunity. And we are actually doing that. Thank you. Okay, does that answer the questions? Thank you very much.
So the next, Mr. Adefolu's question.
Okay, so I think I will give it to the president to answer.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adefolu, for your question. Cooperative.
Oneness.
Cooperative. Cooperative.
Progress.
Let's sleep for me now, please. Now, are we awake, dear? Cooperative.
Oneness.
Okay, we are together. Okay, so in speaking to what he spoke to earlier on, he said that our loan outstanding. I don't want us to get it twisted or to have any misunderstanding about that. When we say outstanding, it doesn't mean that it's bad loan. It means our loan portfolio, our position as far as loans, good and bad alike, is 121 million. So the figures of those that he mentioned when he was giving his speech to say we are going to debit those that these ones have not paid, they are actually a tiny fraction of that 121 million. It's part of it, is incorporated in it. So 121 million mentioned is our entire portfolio of loans. It's not outstanding as in maybe it's gone bad. Okay, there's a tiny portion of that we are debiting people. So even the ones that have gone bad, it's not like bad. It's just that somebody else is paying for somebody else's loan. That's the bad thing. But they are still in we are still in a good place as far as those loan figures are concerned. Mr. Adefolu, if you turn to page 17 in answering your question, you will see current assets. And then you see what makes up that figure that I talked about. Okay. Yeah. The total current assets, what I was speaking to when I said in 2022 was 160 million, but now in 2023 as of December, it was 197 million. So you see what comprises that current asset. It's not the assets we refer to, is not like we have one physical thing somewhere or one building or one property. No, those are the list of the things that comprise our assets. So you can go through them and see the figures. So that is the meaning of the assets in this instance. Is that understood, Mr. Adefolu? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So take more questions. You want to raise your hand, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My question is as related to the bank charges. So I know that we paid 42,000 naira for bank charges in 2023, which is because of the turnover and the 100% increase that we have in our books. So is it possible the scheme code of the account is looked into, or are we on the smaller scheme code? Because I'm aware that we are probably paying 1 naira per mail at the moment. So is it possible that they look into the scheme code of the accounts that we have with First Bank? Because our major finances are with First Bank. So is it possible that they look into the scheme code of that account so we're not paying ₦1 per mil?
Okay, thank you. So we'll move on to the next question. More question? Okay.
Okay, so there are different scheme code for accounts. So it's a cooperative, ₦1 per million scheme, like a scheme of work, yeah, scheme code. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. I have a few comments, a combination of comments and questions. First, I just want to applaud the ESCO for the impressive outing in terms of the financial, very impressive. Keep it up. I've looked through the financials, the reserve fund. I've seen how it has grown considerably, currently sitting at 12.8 million. And I'm thinking, what is the plan for the reserve funds, right? I think, having seen how far we've come, 15 years, I think it's about time that Surujet started looking at setting up, small scale businesses, right? If you are able to engage a consultant to come up with a feasibility study or a business plan that is viable, you can approach the director of cooperatives with a business plan and ask for approval to utilize the reserve funds. 12.8 million is something worthwhile. So I just want to encourage the ESCO to look into that. The other thing, the loan seems to be a major strength as a cooperative, which is something that is synonymous to microfinance institutions, right? You give out loans. So let's look for how we can be very creative about the type of loans that we give. Apart from the regular personal loans, can we come up with other kinds of loans? Yes, I heard the president talk about emergency loan, which is good. Are there household loan? Is there festivity loan? Maybe like Easter loan, Christmas loan, or yeah, I know we are all Christians, I mean, it's creativity because we need to sweat the assets. And where you are able to give out quality loan to members, who will all be smiling to the bank. So I think we should look at that as well. I think also there needs to be a committee that needs to be set up, an ad hoc committee that should look at the operational guideline and try to explode, expand on it. We are 15 years old, right? By all standard, if we were to be a microfinance bank, we'll probably be a tier 2 microfinance bank, close to a tier 1 microfinance bank. And so our processes need to be standardized. We need to come up with not just relying on the standard operating procedure, but we need to develop our own in-out manuals for our processes and procedure. And we need to document them and get it approved by the director. Okay? This is for legacy reasons, so that as you transition from one leadership, from one ESCO to another, anybody coming on board know that this is the lay down procedure. This is how to go about doing these things. In-house training is also something that is very, very important. I was looking out in the reports rendered by the president, the treasurer, and the secretary. I saw training. Yes, that's the training organized by the area office and the one organized by the cooperative college. I think I will want to see this year in-house training organized, right? We can liaise with the area office. We can engage the cooperative office. I think a while back, we had asked Mr. Odubola, I don't know whether he's still doing that training. He can come in and train a lot of our members. We've grown by about 100 members. A lot of our members are rookies. They don't know certain things. I mean, somebody was asking, for lack of a better word, not trying to put the person down, but somebody was asking, if you take a loan, is that money Is it your money? Why? No, 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 no. Every contribution we all make into the cooperative is equity. When you save, it's equity. It's part of your shareholdings. I know we've broken down our contribution into share capital and savings, but both of them are equity for us. You do not take out your equity. You only take out your equity if you are exiting the society. Just like in the corporate world, if you're a shareholder in a business, you don't take out your shares except you are leaving. And so the contributions you are making is not for you to take out. It's your equity. And that's why you get paid dividends. And I know we've not started doing things like patronage refunds. We want to look at that. By the time we start selling products, services, and members are patronizing them, we have to look for a way of rewarding them for their patronage, apart from the conventional dividends. The secretary's report, I was also looking to see the number of meetings that were held during the year. That was silent on it. How many OGMs were held? Did the ESCO meet? How many times did the ESCO meet? Because you are giving reports to the General House, which is invariably the highest body in the society. The General House is the highest body. You report to us. Okay, so we elected you as representative to act on our behalf, and you must give account of your stewardship. The Treasurer's report also, I think going forward, it will be interesting to see the Treasurer take us through the pages of the financials, talk us through it, you know, the non-interest, the non-current asset and stuff like that. Because from the questions members were asking, you could see that, you know, people were looking for explanation, and that's why they asked that question. We don't have fixed asset. We don't have non-interest asset. 15 years, I think it's about time we began to look at that. Was it the treasurer or the secretary that talked about we having an office? I know it was something that the last administration had envisaged, that in one of these shopping complexes, we could just buy a shop. We let it be our physical address. Let it be where people, wherever they are, if they are abroad, they come back to Nigeria, they know this is your registered address. I can go there and see somebody. I can make an inquiry. I know we are automating the process. It's good. Automation is the way to go. But I think a physical address may be of some value, except if we think otherwise. Okay. Then debiting guarantors accounts, I think it should be a measure of last resort. Okay? It should not be the first approach. We have insurance. We have recovery process. Let's engage those members. Let's tackle them. And then let's call on insurance. If insurance does not do, then we can, as a last resort, we will debit the member, but it shouldn't be the first thing that should be done. Okay, I'd also wanted to see, maybe it's not a conventional approach. Maybe I will do that off camera, which is how the dividend was computed. Okay, is this still 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 for savings, 1/3 for share capital, and 1/3 for loan that has been collected? Okay, all right, thanks. And then the use of collateral, physical property. I mean, this is not conventional. What is conventional within the cooperative ecosystem is guarantors. So if we're going to introduce property and all that, I think we should review it. It should be discussed and deliberated in the house, and we should document it. When you collect CFO from a member, at best, it is equitable mortgage, even if they've signed everything. Unless it is a legal mortgage, you cannot sell that property. With equitable mortgage, for you to be able to sell, you must get a court order to be able to sell. And so I'm open and available. I don't give advice where people don't seek my advice. I've learned that. Having been in this cooperative for 15 years, I will not give advice unless you sort it out, because people pay for advice from me. And so if the cooperative is willing to look at it, we can draw up something and make sure that, you know, we tidy up this thing. We are doing very well. I mean, we're doing remarkably well. And it's for us to be able to sustain it and get it right, we must document our processes. The processes must be there. If anybody runs far of it, you hold that person accountable. The house will discipline the person. And so 99 million is no small money, my people. It's no small money. So great job. Please, let's give it up. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Remember, it's a question and of course, matter arising. So let's, but again, let's try and keep it brief. Who next? Who's going next? Or we'll just go straight to the ESCOs for response to those questions. Okay. General comment.
There aren't that in the absence of any more questions, he's gonna the general secretary will handle matters arising. But before he does that, I would like to speak to some of the things that the IPPAO said. I know that one of the things that we always address as cooperators is the fact that it's important that we volunteer our capacities to grow our cooperative, right? You know, you have some knowledge that you know that we can learn from as a cooperative to grow our business, offer it, volunteer it. But today you're saying something, whether it's some subtle way of advertising his business that his own knowledge they used to pay for it. But considering that I mean, you are the one that you're our teacher, you handed this thing to us, you know, so you can only flog us so much because it's what you teach us that we are building upon, Uncle Ayo. So please, it'd be good if you start by volunteering. We are going to engage you. I mean, we've heard it's your business, but I want to believe you're not going to charge this your baby that you started, you know, to offer your knowledge to ensure that we grow to where we need to grow to. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, cooperators. I would like to just speak also on the point Mr. Ayo raised as regards not pointing out the meetings that we held. You know, throughout last year, we held online meetings, and the 3 quarters we held meetings online throughout. The ESCOs met several times, resolving one issue or the other, trying to make sure that the cooperative was moving. So thank you for that. It's noted for next reports. You know, some other things that can talk about is Fidelity Bank account, resolving it. The treasurer has mentioned it also. It's part of the matters arising. So right now, the Fidelity Bank account is okay, not dormant anymore. The next one also we want to speak about is calling on the IPP, Mr. Kuku, to give us the state of the 5 million naira we paid to, you know, the Ministry of Lands at Alapsa to as regards the CFO. So I hand over to Mr. Kuku.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. As regard the C of O, is pending for now, and we have told the person to return the money, which part of the money has been refunded. But there should be a stakeholder meeting for those who bought the lands, whether to still continue or to even sell it, which we have platform that we are deliberating on. So I don't know. We have not resolved in whether to sell the property or whether to even still continue. But I believe that even if we are going to see sell, we have to still perfect the papers before even we can sell. That's what I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kuku. Also, we talked about agricultural land from Lagos State. I don't know if Mr. Ku has something to say about that.
For that, for now, even thank God that they are here. They have separated cooperative ministry from agric, and it's so stressful, except if the representative here can tell us that they can assist us on that. Even I've spoken with Engineer Balogun several times concerning it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. If notice or information is given to us, we'll work on it. Despite the fact that we are not under Ministry of Agric again, we are still under the same umbrella of Lagos State. So anywhere you want, we'll open the door for you. Thank you very much.
And again, sorry, I don't want it to be a political statement. I want us to take what he said right now. That's what I'm.
I think that's it, except you have any other matters arising. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So at this time, we'll just go for adoption of the accounts and reports. So who is going for, want to go for adoption of the reports, and then we have someone second the reports, Mr.
Okay, I, Ayo, Oayo, move the motion for the adoption of the annual statement of accounts and returns for 2023.
Who is seconding so that we can move on to next?
I, Bode Adefolu, hereby second motion. Presentation and in December.
Thank you. Okay, so just a quick clarification. We'll get Mr. Akuku to please clarify this. Just a second, please.
You cannot move a motion if you are not around, but you can second. So you can second.
Okay, so that is adopted. So Mr. Ayo, thank you, and Mr. Adefulu, thank you. So we'll move on to the next item on the agenda. So we'll get a quick remark. There'll be a short remark from the Director of Cooperative, ably represented by Mrs. Ayotunde Abiodun. So we're going to give her the floor to quick. Let's put hands together for her, please, as she comes to give her remarks. Let's keep the applause going, please. You're welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to stand on the existing protocol. First of all, I'd like to correct something. What we say is coop. Short form of cooperative. Because it's been sounding like coo. I'm sorry, I just had to say that, really. Okay, and we also belong to the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade, and Investment. That's the new name of the ministry. So I bring us greetings from my permanent secretary and the director of cooperatives. They have said to wish you well. And I want to commend the membership of this cooperative, first of all, for keeping to time. It's pretty unusual for us as Nigerians to keep to time. But I believe that you deserve a round of applause. I like the conviviality, the turnout. It's obvious that it's one big family, and you guys take this cooperative pretty seriously. I commend what I've seen here today. Okay, so I'd like to react to some of the things that have happened here today. First of all, in the course of the address that was made by the president, she talked about some group, Women in Cooperative. I'd like to say that we also have that within the cooperative movement. We have an association within the cooperative movement that is called Women in Cooperatives, where membership is drawn from the female folk in the different cooperatives across the state. They are pulled into an association where they teach themselves different things, ranging from, name it, whatever type of business, because they say that if you train a woman, you are training the nation, because you cannot do without us. So if you empower the woman, definitely you are empowering the nation. So please, I mean, it's important that our female folk are properly trained and they're empowered so that they can continue the good work that they're doing. Also, she also talked about various investments that you guys are into. I believe that it is very important, and it is only appropriate that you should carry the area office along in the various investments that you do. I also want to commend the quality of questions. It's obvious to me that we have people who are quite knowledgeable about cooperatives here, going by some of the remarks that were made. And of course, it's a mix. You have those who are knowledgeable and those who are not so knowledgeable. So it's important that we're all on the same page. Information sharing, knowledge sharing, enlightenment is very key if this cooperative is going to continue to grow at the rate at which it has been growing. So it is important. The issue of training, we cannot de-emphasize that. We must continue to talk about that. As such, the area office training is coming up on the 25th of April this month. I'm sure the area officer will give us more details on that. It is important. We're talking about ensuring that your cooperative continues to grow and develop, particularly within this trying time of our economy. So please, it is important that you take a note of that. I also want to commend your share capital drive, which obviously is necessary for all the various investments that you have embarked on and will embark on eventually. With regards to the issue of people not paying back their loans, mention has been made of insurance. We have the cooperative insurance scheme, which it is necessary for every cooperative that is registered in Lagos State to buy into. And this will take care of your loans in the event that maybe somebody takes a loan and the person is unable to pay back, either as a result of death or some accident, some unforeseen circumstance that renders such a person unable to pay back. The cooperative insurance scheme will take care of paying whatever is outstanding. I want to believe that your management committee is aware of the cooperative insurance scheme. So it is important that you key into that so that your funds are safer. Another question that was asked was that in the event of a default, whether it's possible that the guarantor will have no money in their account. See, before you guarantee somebody, obviously you're a member, there must be money in your account in the first place. So let's look at this scenario. Let's assume you have 100,000 and you are guaranteeing somebody probably to the tune of, let's say 25,000. You have a balance of 75,000 in your account and you can take a loan based on that balance of 75,000. So there's no way you're going to guarantee somebody without there being money in your account. Don't forget that the person that is taking a loan, you are expected to take double your savings. For instance, you want to take a loan of 100,000. You have 50,000 in your account. So you are expected to have two guarantors. So the 50,000 that you have on one side, then your two guarantors both guaranteeing you to the tune of 25,000 naira each. So it is the collective of your 50,000 and the 25,000 from both your guarantors that will be given to you as 100,000. And we always advocate that before you guarantee anybody, please be sure that you know that that person will pay back. The fact that we are a church, we're a family, even in the 12. Because at the end of the day, we are Nigerians and we like money. So we need to beware. Now, somebody asked about what is the plan B, that in the event of you're getting a loan and you can't get guarantors. What's the other plan? Can you bring your property and all of that? Whatever we do, first of all, has to be in consonance with the cooperative law. It is possible that everybody is on loan at the same time. You understand? But my people will say, Oimboto she biro. So cooperative is supposed to have a human face. What is important is ensure that your processes are transparent, because what is good for the goose is sauce for the gander. In other words, it's a level playing field. Whatever you do for A is applicable to everybody else. So before we start thinking of what is plan B, what are the alternatives, we better make sure that those alternatives that we're looking at are workable alternatives that will apply across board. Because, like has been rightly said, in the event of your bringing your property, the cooperative cannot just sell your property. You have to enter into a legal agreement for the cooperative to be able to sell the property in the event that you are not able to. But that's not the first port of call. And that is why we say that a loan well secured is a loan well guaranteed. First of all, you have to ensure that whoever is asking for a loan, the ability to pay back is not in doubt. Because somebody has said that we should look at giving out different types of loans. Yes, it is possible that there are different types of loans, but those loans are subject to laws. For instance, your short-term loan is 6 months, your normal loan is 12 months, and your long-term loan will not exceed 18 months. So if you are bringing a property of 100 million, it presupposes the fact that the loan that you are asking for, payback period is probably going to be much longer than 18 months. So if you are going outside of the ambit of the law, then caution. And the truth is that we will not encourage you to go outside of the ambit of the law, because we are custodians of the law. Whatever you do must be in consonance with the law. Also, yes, you can take a self-guaranteed loan. If you have 500,000 and you need 400,000, yes. But a note of warning, because, we supervise quite a number of cooperatives and we have seen different scenarios. Sometimes what happens is that such a person wants to withdraw. And you could have a situation where the funds are not readily available. And the person now goes forth to say that, look, I want to do, a self-guaranteed loan, takes 400,000. Only for the person to come back afterwards and says that, look, I want to withdraw. After all, I've already taken, a self-guaranteed loan. I've already taken 400 out of my 500. So what is my balance? Deduct whatever the charges are and give me my. And that in itself will send a signal to other people too, Because the truth is that people can be very funny when it comes to money. So you need to be on your guard when you see that there are trends that are emerging in your cooperative, because once somebody does it and tells another person, there's a likelihood that people will pick up on that, and the same thing will continue and will affect your bottom line. Then mention was also made of the reserve fund. The reserve fund is an indivisible part of your funds that cannot be utilized without the express approval of the director. The gentleman talked about the fact that you have over 12 million in your reserve fund and that you could actually utilize it. Yes. But the only way for you to do that is if the cooperative is doing something collectively, corporately, that will be of benefit to the entirety of the membership, not to one or two members. In that case, you're going to write about whatever project it is that you intend to embark on. Give us the analysis and, of course, the repayment period, because that money must be paid back into the coffers of the cooperative. And that is also subject to the approval of the director, because if she sees your analysis and she's not satisfied, she reserves the right to either approve or disapprove. Okay, so somebody also talked about different classes of loans. I talked about the fact that your short-term loan is 6 months, your normal loan is 12 months, your long-term loan is 18 months. So if you're looking at different classes of loans, you need to be, for instance, we could do, let's say you have housing loan, you have commodity loan, you have emergency loan, you have car loan, you have like 8 different kinds of loans that attract 8 different interest rates. The person's ability to pay back is very key, because for each of those loans, the time span would probably differ. And we have to ensure that whoever is asking for a loan is able to pay back within the period. So a lot of analysis needs to be done. So it's not just a case of, okay, let's look at different types of loans. I can collect 8 different types of loans. I think a note of caution in this wise, it's very important, please. Also, I like the suggestion that you should develop a manual for your processes and your procedures. It's a great idea. But in doing that, you should also ensure that that is incorporated into your bylaw. Because like I always say, the bylaw is like the Bible or Quran of any cooperative. It will tell you your rights, your rules, your responsibilities, everything concerning the workings of your cooperative is supposed to be embedded in your bylaw, so that there's no shred of doubt, there's no iota of ambiguity or anything. So that by the time one executive exits the stage, the next one that comes in, I mean, there is no vacuum and things are clearly spelled out. So before we embark on anything, we should first of all ensure that all those ideas are in tandem with the cooperative law. And of course, by the time you put all those ideas together and amend your bylaw, it will also have to be approved by the director for it to be lawful. That being said, I want to congratulate this cooperative. I believe that this cooperative is doing excellently well. Please give yourselves a round of applause. It's often been said that adults are probably the most difficult set of people to control, whether in church or at home. Because when it comes to the issue of money, you better shine your eye. So I commend the management committee. I believe they've done a fantastic job. And there's no way they could have done that without your active input, without your support. So I want to enjoin us that we should please endeavor to contribute our own quota, because this cooperative is what you have. It's your money. It's the work of your sweat. If this cooperative does well, it's kudos to you. And if it does well in the other case, it's also kudos to you. So it's important that this cooperative must continue to grow and develop. For it to be able to do that, there must be constant training and retraining. We must expose ourselves to emerging trends within the cooperative movement. We must continue to upscale and upgrade our skills for us to continue to remain relevant. So it is important that management committee, please endeavor to ensure that your members are trained, because they are on the high table today. We're all together. Some of us, it is our dream to be up there, to be management committee. And so the quality of what we will deliver, the value that we will bring will be based on the knowledge and information that we have as individuals. So it is important, like I said, that we continue to upgrade and upscale our skills. Very, very important. My prayer going forward is that by the time we have this AGM next year, by the special grace of God, none of us will be missing, and that this cooperative will do much better than what it's doing now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's put our hands together again for Mrs. Ayotunde Abiodun. Thank you so much for that remarks. Thank you so much. And she corrected us. So we're having the different sound, kukuruku or koko. But we now know it's cup, cup, cup. Okay, let me hear. Coop. I have to go for a side lesson, just by the sideline, and I've been schooled. So it's coop. If I'm not responding, is it that you've not gotten the response? Coop. Where? Everywhere. Okay, so quickly, thank you, ma'am. We'll just go straight to presentation. President.
Okay, I had to consult with my supervisors to make sure I get things done right. All right, so as we have already discussed in our financials, we shall be declaring the dividend. And as we all know, a certain percentage of that goes to building up our reserve, while the other percentage comes to our bank accounts ultimately. So I shall declare it, and then we'll have the treasurer present to one person to indicate that subsequently we will all get, in our accounts, but we'll have a physical presentation to one person who has already been informed. Okay, so according to our financials, our dividend as approved on page 16. Okay. Which is 50% of our surplus for the year, is 7,509,883 naira. 19 kobo. I'll take that again in case you not hear, because this clap is now equivalent to this amount. 7,590,883 naira. 19 kobo. Give it up, bros. Give it up, sis. Come on. Okay, we're going to be presenting to, I'll leave that to Ezekiel, the treasurer, to handle.
Okay, let's put our hands together for that whopping amount. In communication, we say over 7 million. So this fraction and not this fraction. We know it's over 7 million. And Mr. Eniola Ezekiel will be making that presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you, President. Thank you so much. So we'll be presenting to Mrs. Beauty Adeniji. Beauty Adeniji, please, from the President, I'm given the privilege to present this to you. Thank you. Please come. It's your money. It's your dividend. Yes. Thank you very much. You can see the container I come with.
Please don't rush. Take your time.
Take
your time. Do you need support?
Thank you so much. Looking forward to do business with you again. God bless you. Okay, so yes, it's not Madam Beauty Adeniji only that will collect dividend. Okay, so others, the moment you leave here, your account starts sounding. I promise you that. Your account start doing tum tum tum. So, but the sounds may be different, of course. There's bim, there's dum, right? Okay, yes. Somebody just told me, do you know that this is Easter? And of course, today is Saturday. So let's look forward to Tuesday. Thank you very much. Tuesday is the day. Tuesday, by the grace of God, you will receive that. I know I'm still going to get a lot of calls. I have not, please let's be patient. Let's be patient. Internet can hang your money on the way. So please, but we'll fight it that to not hang it on the way. Right? Thank you so much. It's good doing business with us.
Thank you, Mr. Adiola. Thank you. This is what we call talk and do. So by Tuesday, just because of the Easter break, I'm sure we'll start receiving from Tuesday. But this is time well spent. Before we go to the next item on our agenda, I would like to inform us that lunch is served, but we'll take that in tables. In the same way we did the introduction, it would be nice to follow that format. So we'll start with table A, we'll go to table B, like that, and then we'll move on. So I'm sure they will direct us how we go. So please, let's begin with table A. You can approach, and remember to go with your ticket. I've just been told that you cannot print, and so that's why we did laminated tickets. We also have the detached copy. So in case you bring one from last year, just joking. Okay, so at this time, if there are any other business, AOB, we'll take that while, because like I said, we want to do as much as possible so we can leave in good time. So at this time, we'll go straight to AOB. So while item 7 is going on, AOB is also going on. So if there are any other business you want to bring up, any other concerns you want to bring up, please, this is the time. You have the floor. Just indicate by raising up your hand, and then we have that AOB. Otherwise, we'll get the votes of thanks, and then we'll go straight to closing prayer.
And I will be all right. Saying, let's get together and be all right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let them have back all the dirty rhythm. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the sinners who has hurt all mankind? Say this good one.
Okay. So in the absence of AOB will move on to votes of thanks, and so that we'll know that it's just lunch we're having. So at this point, I'll call on the Vice President, Mr. Adesonya, to give us the votes of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to do this with everybody's mind already on food. But I don't want to also do kukuruku. At least that got your attention. Cope. See, now I said their mind is on food. Cope. Okay, it's Kokoroko. Where? All right. I want to specially thank Mrs. Abiodun and Mr. Ayo Adekunle, for taking up their time to attend this meeting. And also the insights you have given to us in your address. We have taken notes, and I'm sure that definitely next year, our AGM, what we are going to report is going to even be better than the bumper harvest we have today. I want to thank the executive committee. They actually deserved a sounding ovation. Honestly, you need to, thank you very much. Honestly, you need to know the work that this committee put into this. And I know in the course of the speeches, it was said that we don't have an office, we don't have a staff. These are people that have their full-time jobs, but they are dedicated to make sure our funds are secure, making sure that everything is well managed. And at the end of the day, we also have a bumper harvest. And as Eniola Treasurer said, that by Tuesday, the accounts will come, some will pop, some will tick, some will boom. So whichever one you receive, the important thing is that you will receive something, and it will be indicative of what you will do in this current year. If you receive two, then make sure you receive boom the next year. And you know what to do. And I want to thank every single person that attended this meeting. Without you, this wouldn't have happened. Imagine we call in this meeting, it's only the executive committee and the regulatory bodies are here, and this whole place is empty. So everybody in this hall deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much. There are several things, that is on the drawing table already, and I know they will be unfolding. And just as the president has announced, by our next OGM, so many things will be, will be declared open. So many things we are going to ask for, so many advices and the direction we need to go. But as we have gone through this AGM, I think I've attended several AGMs. This is the best so far. And as Doye said, in an air-conditioned room where we don't need to be finding ourselves. So don't worry, next year. Somebody said London. And is it not possible? But it's possible by you making sure you save consistently. So it's not possible by mouth. But as everything is, I want to say thank you also to God Almighty who has made this possible. And thank you everyone for being, a member of this cooperative, being a diligent member, being a cooperator, trusting us with your money, and also trusting us with the investment to make. And I'm sure that by God's grace and by you not giving up on us, we are going to do great this coming year. Thank you very much. Cope, cope, cope. Don't get hungry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. I know that our minds right now are on item 7. The food will go round. But we have one of our pastors, our esteemed pastors in the house, and I would love for him to please do the closing prayer. Pastor Wasiu Ajao. I'll come to you with the microphone. If you can please say the closing prayer. We can't have someone of your caliber here and you not pray for us, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm still learning the slangs, so you bear with me. But at this time, let's bow our head and let us pray. Father, we thank you so much for the success of today's meeting. Thank you for the way you preside over the affairs. And thank you for Surujet, for the management and every member of Surujet. Thank you for providing for us that we can be part of those that are contributing and making the cooperative to thrive. I pray you continue to provide for your children. We know the economy can be tough, but our economy, as your children, we're not economy of Nigeria. Our economy is that of the heaven, that of God, where no matter how difficult it is, you make a way for your children. I pray we will continue to provide for us. We pray that the success of 2023, that will also witness more in 2024. And I pray that it shall be well with all of us. We all have witnessed this occasion. I pray we will witness even next year, that you grant us long life, grant us good health. I pray our church will come to also strive, that all shall be well with us. Thank you so much for all you've done for us. To you be all the glory. Lord, we commit the food we're going to be eating into your hands. We know it's a crumb from you, and we believe that you have blessed the food. We pray for those who don't have, Christians and non-Christians alike. Lord, we beg you to provide for them. To you be all the glory. We love you in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks to everyone. Please give yourselves a round of applause. And also thanks to the ESCO. At this stage, we can have music. Let's network. A lot of times we ask ourselves, who can guarantee my loan? This is the forum for you to network. So don't just eat your food and then leave. Network amongst yourselves, get to know each other, so that when you need someone, then you can call upon them. Thank you and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, they can be over. Baby, can I give you my wish list? Can I give you my wish list to you? It should be my wish list. Oh, promise me that you are mine. And I got light from your life. I can make sure that you are mine. With your brother and your. They blow my mind. I'm holding you for life. Anything money come back. So baby, just decide. The phenomenon come. But baby, can I travel? Can I love and money come by? You be my medicine. Your body. If you bring the money inside, love you till the morning. However you need to call me. Relax the anti-coding. Believe you in your body. However you need to call me. Love you till the morning. As I don't know. So many girls, man, they see these days. A place no one above ya. If I ever just gonna give me space, I can't seem to kill man. I no go use to catch cruise. I no go play for food. Wherever you need me, however you need me, whenever you need me, they blow my mind. I'm holding you for life. Anything money come by. So baby, just decide. Girl, I know men ask come. But baby, can I travel? Loving and money come by. You be